Yes, ma'am, we're back at it. What's on your mind, Miss Ryan? Ooh, did I just bust a bar right there? Bars.
It's
What's
Ryan.
yeah, from Alabama. That's what I said.
Country now. He just dragged it a little bit.
Hey,
Yes.
don't be correcting me with your Queen's English.
Look, she already ready to go back to school. Like,
No.
You know, hey, look, don't be teaching me the.
No. I don't know. I guess we could talk about relationships. I guess, or
what's
I
on
don't
your
know.
mind?
Hey,
Um,
When you say relationships, are you talking like relationships as in any type of relationship or loving relationships?
loving relationships, romantic relationships.
oh,
Gotcha.
very nice.
Hold on. I think I might have some topics in my phone.
I'm here for that. I got 5 minutes.
You got notes. I don't have no notes, man. You
You
got
got
notes?
notes?
This is old.
We're not prepared for our own show, sir. You gotta have Ryan on. You gotta be. You know what?
Okay.
You're a permanent fixture on the Tinted reality show now.
Yep.
All right.
Certified.
So,
Oh, she had to take a sip. Should I take a sip?
This is deep. Hold on.
About to get you.
all right. So, both of you gentlemen married.
Yep.
Who gets the front seat, mama or wife?
No,
Well, in my case, my wife, because my mother passed away, so that's easy for me.
knowing my wife, she's gonna give it to my mom.
Oh, that's
You got it, boy. You better. You,
And
you gotta keep.
look, we actually gonna be able to test that theory next week because she'll be here next week.
Bruh,
Yeah.
oh, you know what? More to follow, Ryan. More to follow. We're gonna do a real time experiment on that question, and Rio he's gonna report back to us.
But yeah, that's the best to me. If you had to answer, that would be the best answer. Like,
Yeah,
it's not about, you know,
it's not one choosing one over the other. It's not. I think exactly what Rio said again. Like, yeah, thanks for that, Rio, because I didn't have to answer it.
hopefully
But
choose a woman that would, pass the torch.
but I'd imagine in some circles and some relationships that's a thing.
Absolutely.
Ego,
You know what I
ego's
mean?
involved, so
Yeah.
it's definitely gonna be a thing.
Yeah, and it shouldn't be, but it's one of those weird things. And especially if that male is like the only child, I can see that being a thing, bro. If you got 4, 5 brothers, mother don't give a fuck. Like, well, get your ass in the back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But the
What
only
about
child
in
I
your
can-
life, Miss Ryan?
Hmm?
What about in your life?
Oh, what do you mean?
That dad?
Yeah, where does the father-in-law go? Or where does the
Exactly.
mother-in-law go? Like,
I don't have anybody in my life that would be getting in a car with me and my dad. But if that, was to happen, like, I think my dad would, be like, oh, you could sit up front or whatever. I think they both would be offering one another.
Amenable. Yeah.
That would be my hope. I don't think it would be.
Y'all just take turns over there. It's fine.
it's like my kids. We going to Lowe's. Like, I'm in a small town, Ryan. Okay, so let me preface the statement. My kids will do like, well, I'm in front going to Lowe's. You can be in the front coming back from Lowe's.
Compromise.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Like,
But
Toys R Us.
isn't that what relationships are though? They're you compromise,
Yeah.
right?
It's getting rid of the ego. I think.
Yeah,
Like,
it really is.
once
And
you relinquish that, like, all the expectations of a person, or you're my wife, you're supposed to do this, need like those. And like I said, I'm not married, I'm single as a dollar bill. However, from the outside looking in and things that I've seen in marriages, like, I don't
you
know.
just drop a little Wayne type of metaphor there.
I
I
have
like it.
never
That's fine.
heard that. I'm
Me
single.
neither. I
Dollar
was like,
bill.
what? What'd she say? We
What?
both look.
No, you guys are
That's,
I guess I ain't been single in a long time, so that must have came out during my taking years.
Yeah.
y'all have heard that.
Hey, that must have came out during my taking
Yep.
years. I don't know.
Yeah.
No. But yeah, I mean,
No, I think yeah, that's what it is though. I mean, relationships are weird because it's the it's the number one thing. One is compromise, and two is what you choose. It's relationships are based on how you choose to honor and respect the person that you chose to
Right.
spend your time with, man, to create a family with that you chose to love. I don't when it comes to stuff like that, I tend to think even love is a choice.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You can be, oh my God, you can be infatuated, right? But that's different from that. You know what? I have a strong connection with this person and he or she is worthy of my time, my commitment, and my compromise.
Yeah.
You know
And
what I mean?
my time and my energy.
Yeah.
That is most important to me. Like, you know, if I spend my time with you, I dig you. Like I'm not wasting my time. Like,
Yep.
and I'm gonna make the most of the time that we spend together, whether it's a minute or whatever, a night. Like, that is definitely, you know,
Mm,
to be present in the moment.
I
Um,
like that. That's a
I
great
think
question, man.
oh, okay, cool.
a lot of people don't understand how their own time is important.
Right.
You got people that stay in marriages that's not working because of the optics of it. Oh, I gotta, if I don't want to be the one that get divorced, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna stay with that person. But so why do you live 3 or 4 years in misery as opposed to just getting out of that situation, and then maybe something better can come along in your life, and until you release yourself from that person, it's gonna be what it is.
Right. I
But
think we're in the time of like partnership versus
Yep.
men,
Yeah.
a husband and wife, like those and that's what has been a turnoff for me for marriage. Like, I ain't the best cook. I don't cook that often, like, but I still would like a partner or somebody in the house with me,
mhm.
and I've even expressed like if I was to get married, I would like to have my own bedroom. I get to decorate it how I want, my own bathroom, and he can have his own bedroom and his own bathroom, and we just take turns spending the night in each other's rooms. Like, why we gotta sleep
Ooh.
in the same bed? Who said that?
You said that.
Because for me, in my mind, it's like if we're under this roof forever, like I gotta do some something. Like, we gonna
Yeah.
pretend you coming to my apartment. You could pretend I'm coming to your apartment. Like, I just can't have that hours. Like, and all of me, not saying that all of me would be gone, but just all of the compromise. And
The
I'm sure,
individuality of it.
like, it's like, yeah, it's just like,
But I to that, I like that actually. I like. I'm tell my wife. Well, I tell my wife I'm moving downstairs. Okay,
Come on, man.
want to come see a brother for a little
I want to spend the
rendezvous?
night. I want to spend the
Yeah.
night.
Like you better leave no damn toothbrush down here. Get
And I think you still get to honor yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, it has nothing to do
yeah.
with,
I
oh, you
think,
want to phone with other bitches, or you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, that no.
but it's because here's the thing. There's a place for that. Um, I don't think there's a cookie cutter phrase theme or theme for that matter in terms of relationships. You do what works for you and your partner, and whether you do it is nothing is to the traditional sense. It may be traditional on the surface,
Right.
but when you're in your house in the comfort of your own home, man, you don't tell them what going down in people's spots, man. They may be
Absolutely.
doing that exact thing. Like
The
my
ritual.
grandmother, my grandfather never slept in the same bed. Not far as I know. They didn't have any kids together, well, because I grew with my step grandfather, so there's that. But I mean, but even I was a youngster, man. I lived with them for years, and I was like, why is that granddaddy room and why grandma room? I'm sleeping in my grandma room. I'm like 7, pissing in her bed and shit. You know what I'm saying? But but that was just crazy to me. But those concepts that happens, you know what I
Mhm.
mean? People want that companionship and people want that because who the fuck want to go through life alone, dog? Like
Right.
not necessarily want to, or nobody has to. Let's say that, because the same way love is a choice, being independent and have your own individuality, that's a thing too. And I think part of compromise, Ryan, I think is somebody honoring that, honoring how you want to, respect your time.
Right.
And whether that's in the same room under one roof or in a different room under one roof, then that's that. There's a place for that, I think, and that still qualifies and classifies as a relationship.
Yeah, like, it's just, I mean, I've had a lot of conversations with a lot of my guy friends, and a lot of things that I say, they're like, oh, well, you ain't gonna find, nobody to do this, that, and the third. And it's like,
That's
I
bullshit.
I want me someone to feel the same way that I feel about myself. I want them to feel that way about, it's like, I want you to love yourself more than you think you love me.
Come on,
Like,
man.
that's how I feel, like, because I'ma always pick me, like, so that's what makes, like, the word compromise is like, okay, and I guess my immature self, it was more so like, nah, because I want to do what I want to do and not even seeing another person's perspective as far as dating, but now it's just like, you have to respect and honor people's boundaries and what they choose to do, but at the
But
end of the day, you got to respect mine too. It has
yeah,
to be
absolutely. And compromise doesn't mean abandoning everything about self. Like,
right.
there's levels to compromise. You know what I mean? There's just, it has to be, because everybody has a limit, so there has to be a limit to compromise, or a
Right.
level to compromise. And friends are the worst. I'm gonna say that shit because you said my friends. Like,
Yeah.
others are, because again,
Mhm.
friends will go to the death trying to make you fit into their box
Right.
and their ideal of
Friends
what
and
you.
parents. Parents are the same
Yeah,
way.
yeah, they
Oh
would do
yeah.
it. They would do it. Girl, you need you a man that do this. I'm like, how you gonna say that, girl? You don't even do that yourself. Like, you have to be.
Or you chased that dream and it didn't work for you. So why
Yeah,
do you
yeah,
think?
yeah. You have to be the mate that you're seeking, right? Like, in terms of the army, right? I had to become the leader that I wanted. I needed
Yep.
somebody who was intelligent, brash, fearless, could
Energetic.
coach, mold, mentor. So I had to become that in order to receive that. And so if you looking for an individual, or not say looking, but if you wish for or want an individual that do X, Y, and Z, then you have to exhibit X, Y, and Z characteristics. You feel
Absolutely.
me? Chicks be like, he gotta have a job. He gotta have this. Like, girl, shit, you ain't seen a job application. Fuck is you talking about? He don't want you. The men that got a job don't want your broke ass. You feel me?
And I think really what it comes down to, like, the more you are aware of yourself, the more you see yourself in others, So yeah,
Mm.
you might meet a man and he might not have a job, but maybe he's coming out of, X, Y, and Z situation or whatever, but I just think that sometimes nowadays anyway, it's all like what a man can do for you financially. Like, I mean, yes, that helps. Yes, that is I guess a requirement for some, but I don't think it's everything. Not
No.
for, you know, some of the women that
I'm gonna
are
give you an example. When I got out of the military, I took a job overseas. My company got in trouble and we had to leave that job. When I came home, I met my wife. And I was unemployed for 6 months.
right.
You know what I'm saying? And like she held me down in ways that I didn't expect. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? So like no matter what she does, I'm gonna always have her back.
Mm.
Right.
Come on,
Always gonna
boy.
love her. You
Come
know what I'm
on,
saying?
man.
So
Yeah.
like that's what you're looking for. You're looking for that type of person that's like, look, I've seen you at your work,
Right.
but I also see the drive in you to know that when you're at your best, it's gonna be amazing.
Mm.
And you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? So she went through that in 2011, 2012. I'm sorry, 2012, and she's reaping the benefits of it now. You know what I'm saying?
Ooh, girl.
Because she saw you. She didn't see a six
Right.
figure and she saw you. Like, sometimes all you see, some people, all they see is what a person does. People famous for asking you what do you do for a living, so they can judge you based off of it. Like nobody ever wants to talk about that. Like, oh, what do you do for work? And it's like, is that a way to measure how much success, or not success, but respect you're going to give me as a person? Like everybody has stories, and when you get to identify your own story, then you see yourself in everybody, like.
It's so funny that you say that, because like when I didn't tell girls, what I'm saying, I got thinking about doing this clothing line, I'm thinking about doing this, I'm thinking about doing that. It was all I just do this. I just work at the dealership.
Right.
Clean cars.
Right.
I see your little dealership job.
Yeah. So if you fuck with the dude at the dealership, you know what I'm saying? You fuck with all somebody. So I get it. I used to use that as a test, as a barometer. Like, you know what I'm saying? Are you really here for me?
No matter what you're doing, take pride in it. Find some type of joy in it. I mean, shit, especially if you're spending at least 20 to 40 hours a week doing it. Ooh. You know what I'm saying? Like, take pride in it, no matter what it is. But this generation, they measure everything based off of
the gram.
What you do.
Yeah. What looks good.
How you can influence somebody. It's like, what in the world?
It's funny you say that, because I like one of my businesses, right, is a cleaning and sanitation business. Now I can work one weekend I can work a Saturday and Sunday, right, done it repeatedly. A Saturday and Sunday I can make 4 months salary in 2 days on my business, right? Just 2 days period, and then it'll take me 3 months to get that on my job. And then if I was out there, saying a beast of the Southern wild, running the Serengeti, you know what I mean? Like the old days, right? But but if I was out there free and single and somebody approached me at the club and they asked me what I do, I would say I clean floors for a living, I buff floors. She'll look at me with a side eye. She don't know what the pockets is doing. You see what I'm saying?
She don't know you're the owner.
Yeah, she don't know I'm the CEO. I run this thing. I pay payroll. You feel me? She don't know that. You know what I mean? But then it's funny that y'all say that, because that's a true deal right there. And that happens time and time again across the board, man. But for people who make that distinction, right, and says, or they judge individuals based on their occupation, it's like, you don't want much for yourself. You're looking for, you know what I'm saying? You're looking for some sugar daddy type shit,
right?
Or some sugar mama type shit. Because I know plenty of homies got chicks buying Xboxes and shit.
Yeah,
I'm thankful for it, because I'm like, okay, that lets me know right offhand we're not gonna be compatible. So
right.
I appreciate you showing me that side of you. That's like a racist. If I ever meet a racist, I'm like, I'm glad you showed me that side of you. Now I know not to trust you. You know what I'm saying? We good. I appreciate it.
Yeah. Glad you didn't beat around the bush.
Exactly.
That's heavy, man. You know what?
I want to ask her. So, were you raised to seek American comforts, as in, once you go to college, you graduated college, now you need to find you a man, or you need to find you a good job. Now you found a man, you need to start having some babies out here.
The man,
or did your family adjust seeing the woman you were becoming?
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna have to go back a little bit. My grandmother had my mom at 15, so she dropped out of high school. So the narrative that I got from both of them was, get your education. My mom dropped out of college in her sophomore year to have me, so it was just go to school, get your education. Like, the thought of, you're not saying that you have to wait until you have a marriage to be, validated in some sort, or you're a woman, or that wasn't the narrative that I was brought up on. I was, my grandmother was, you have your own money, because you don't want to have to go to a man and tell him every month, like, and you need money for Kotex. Like, that's what my grandmother told me. It wasn't how to make this best dish to get this man, So I'm learning as I'm getting older that people do have, I guess, I'm sure people have tons of opinions about how I live and the fact that I'm not married and I don't have children, and not really saying out of my mouth that I desire to have those things. I'm always mindful of who I'm around because, I don't want a woman, or anybody sitting there wanting those things. And I'm like, oh, I don't want that, but for me, it hasn't panned out that way yet. And I'm okay if it doesn't. So, um, but
But
yeah,
I, I think, but is that still? I can see from the traditional sense of people saying that, like, girl, you gotta get yourself a man. But like right now, like 2021, is that does people still really like?
in our generation, like women are still measuring other women on the basis of, are you married or do you have a man? Like
Really?
that shit that women do. Like y'all don't see that. You know what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
because y'all are men, but women are still like, you know, oh, you don't, I don't know what I would do, or like you're so
Really?
strong, or it's like I'm strong. What do you mean? Like I would be strong if I was married, or they kind of make you feel like an anomaly almost,
Uh,
like, well, I mean, what do you do at night? Like, like, and I'm around other women who are slightly older. So, like, because I have
yeah.
my
Oh,
stepmom and her friends. So they're like maybe in their 50s, like mid 50s or whatever. But even, women around me, like, yeah, they size you up. I had a
I,
woman call me bitter.
oh no. What?
Yeah. I want to meet sis face to face. Like, like,
It's on site. When I see you, it's
no,
on.
and it's not even
Furniture
about
moving.
like, it's not even about like getting aggressive. It's just like, girl, it's a whole nother world out here. Like,
It
you know,
is.
you can be so in love with yourself that,
Yeah.
I mean, the men are they come, they
Yeah.
go, like,
Because real men will that attracts, right. There's like, I know, regardless of me and my wife being married or not, she'll be a beast. Like, she'll have her own, she because the grind, and that's what attracted me. I was like, yo, I better step my shit up because iron sharpens iron. You feel
She
me?
doesn't need me. She
She
wants me.
don't need me.
right.
She
Oh, that's it.
choose. She choose to love me the way she
That's
loves
it.
me.
That's it.
You
Like,
know, and I think that people have to respect that. But it was telling that you said that these other women are slightly older, because I was like, ain't no young woman telling you that.
mm-mm. No,
You know what I'm saying?
it's definitely there, or even like the thought of like the forever and the one and only and the absolute. I do feel like you can meet someone and they can compliment you in ways, and you guys can remain around each other and be aligned with one another. But I don't believe that there's one person that can fulfill you or give you absolutely everything that you need and desire.
Mm.
I don't
Right.
think that's natural. And I think
There is one person. You.
absolutely.
Yeah, because
There's
you know
nobody
what
else.
you know what
That's
you
the
want and
way
when you
you
want it.
be.
Yeah.
Hey, so if I attract someone who believes that, you know what I'm saying, I'm good, but if you telling me you complete me, you this, it's like you losing me right
Girl, I'm nothing
Those,
without
those are
you.
lines. Those are lines from a movie. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
right.
that's
It's like
game.
you
That's game,
losing me
sis.
right there. Like I don't want to complete. I want to be the missing piece to your puzzle. I don't
Yeah, like, motherfucker, you
I
weren't happy before you met me? Ugh.
because I mean that's it. If you're not happy when you're not with me, you're not gonna be happy with me.
That's
You
it.
know?
That's why they call it self-esteem. That's
Yeah.
why, you know what I mean? Self-care, self-confidence. That, like, you have to make yourself, no one ever should be in charge of another individual's happiness and completeness and their wholeness. It just shouldn't happen. It's not, we're not designed that way. And I believe that wholeheartedly.
Yeah.
You know what I
And
mean?
never give anybody that power over you.
No,
Yeah.
because if people have that power, they will abuse it
Yeah.
Yeah.
all day long.
I got
Sorry,
how many
man.
times you heard your girlfriends? Oh, I got him wrapped around my finger, girl. I can do anything I want to do. And it's like,
Like, okay. You know what he telling his boys?
Mm-hmm.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Trust. I think there was that Jasmine Sullivan song, the one that's out right now. Everybody going crazy over when she was like, "Why these hoes keep winning?"
Oh,
What's it called? Is it tragic? You know what I'm talking about? Y'all
I
know what
know.
I'm talking about? I fucks with
Yeah,
Jasmine Sullivan, man. Shout out to
yeah,
Jasmine Sullivan. I
absolutely,
love that sister.
absolutely.
But
Yeah,
the song is so fire. It's saying she's like, I would have done all those things that you went out there
that's
and
it.
got that.
That's
You know what I
it.
mean? But you never asked me. You never afforded me that opportunity. You know what I mean? She's like, you gonna make a hoe out of me.
But
I
Cause
the
I'm
feel
thing,
about
like
to
it's
say, fuck it. You know what I mean? And when people don't recognize, look it right.
oh,
But you know the song I'm talking
I'm
about,
like,
right?
yes, I absolutely
I'm
know.
listening to it
Like,
after the show.
because it's the truth. And it
That's
just
just,
goes to
yeah.
prove as a woman, do what the fuck you want to do anyway. Like,
That's it. That, a woman, listen, man, listen on everything under the sun, man. A woman would never want for anything unless she choose to.
Yep.
I believe that you can't. There's not an individual alive that can tell me that if a woman chooses to be single, she chooses to be single. If she chooses to be with you as a guy or another woman, she chose that. There ain't shit you can do about it. A woman gonna be in her bag. She's gonna be in her zone. It's dudes that be out here thirsty like that.
Yeah,
Oh, I
exactly.
gotta, bro, all day long, man.
I tell women all the time, if you patient enough, you can change the world.
Bro,
I've been
yeah,
telling women like, hey, if you told every dude you ever met, if you don't have a college degree, don't come talk to me.
that motherfucker be in school. He be
If he
signing up for
hear
night
that enough,
classes.
if he hear it enough, he gonna be like, you know what?
Bro, you can hear that shit one time. That motherfucker have night classes. That motherfucker be
Exactly. It's gonna be a divine.
distance learning like a
No,
motherfucker.
shit,
If a person tell me that women don't have the power,
they
I
do.
slap shit out of them.
and that's what it's all about. Like,
But
you know,
that's what the
the man,
queen mother of the earth is. She is power.
right?
But you have to understand who you are.
You you can't be no shrinking violet, bro,
Come
and
on
not
now.
have a strong woman because it'll hurt you. You got to who the hell you are. Even if you have a woman that's willing to compromise and bend over backwards and I guess operating love in a traditional sense, you still better have your shit tight because she got game you don't even know about.
Yep.
She have
You sound like
confidence.
my homeboy.
I'm
You
bro.
sound like my homeboy. He says it all the time. He's like, man, some of these guys don't know. Like,
They
he knows
don't know.
respects it. Like,
The
but some of them don't know.
the real ones know, sis.
Yeah.
Trust. The
Exactly.
real ones like, man, but I'm all right. It's a reason why we doing this on a Friday and they ain't got on club clothes.
Exactly. I'm wearing a raggedy ass polo.
We could do this on a Saturday night. I'll be right here in my basement. I'm gonna put on some blues. I'm like, hey mama, how you good up there? You good upstairs? I'm looking at the clock now, like, man, we've been out here for a minute. Let me make sure mama good. Trust. I'm serious, man, because that's what a woman is. A woman is love. She's an individual. She is everything.
Mhm.
If you can set aside, if a man, or it's 2021, so I can't just say a man, but if you're looking for a partner, right, and you're the male persuasion, or you prescribe to the male gender, right, then there's going to be certain that macho shit, bro. That shit ain't never played well. And even if you thought that it worked for you,
In the short
it
term.
it was it wasn't working for you, bro. You
Yeah.
thought she was playing you the whole time, my G. It wasn't working for you, my guy. It
was
just you
feeding
thought it
you.
was. Oh
He was
man, I
feeding
got shorty do da. Okay, bro.
you.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, bro. You got that. Trust me. So, because locker room talk, you hear guys this bravado all the time, man. I think nowadays they call it toxic masculinity, right? Or whatever term.
In the 90s,
I,
it was just Tuesday.
bro, like you can't sell me that gas, bro. That gas got water in it, bro. I trust. I know what you're saying, and I know what it is. If you telling me this about your woman, I'm the first thing I'm doing. I'm like, okay,
Yeah. And I
Oh,
think it's seeing it's a point of seeing women as people. We're
yes,
not baby
As
makers.
equals.
As thank you. See me as a person. That's all I'm asking. Like I can't make dishes like your mom can. You know what I'm saying? But see me and honor me as who I am. Don't
yes.
compare me to well men sometimes plant that seed. Well, so and so do this, or like playing on women's insecurities and
That's all they doing.
like
I ain't never played that card.
Hitting you with the
man.
old gotcha bitch.
Gotcha, bitch. But you know what? And I think individually speaking, like I never had to because like my wife here at the house, right? If she don't feel like cooking, I don't give a damn if I would have been left at 5 in the morning to go to work or not. Baby, your feet hurt? I got that. I only you standing over the stove doing that shit. I'm about to whip up some fucking filet mignon. I'm about to do the damn thing. You feel me? Because I don't, you know what I mean? And it's not like back in the hood they call it what they call it, you whipped or whatever the case is.
Right. It's
I'm just like, nah, bro. First of all, I'm hungry. One. Two, I understand. I got 3 boys at the house, Ryan. We got 3 kids. We got 3 boys. And so I know if I come in the house and it ain't smelling good, it's because them badass boys been fucking ripping and running all goddamn day. And first I'm gonna have to check some ass, then I'm gonna have to go ahead and cook. You feel? But
I
there's a
think.
pop. Oh, go ahead.
No, go ahead. Go.
No. Go ahead, man.
I was gonna say sometimes it's just important to stand in the gap for each other.
yeah.
Yeah.
That may be your lane, but today you can't fill that lane. So let me fill it for you.
Ain't even your
When I
lane.
have a day when I can't fill my lane, you fill it for me.
That's
Right.
it.
Yeah.
If you play basketball, it's switching off the pick. We switching.
Some days you hot, and some days your pick and roll is on, bro.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But I think, and I say this, Ryan, because I love and I admire your confidence in the matter because,
Yeah.
Some people would, and I say people because I think dudes probably get that pressure too. I don't know these motherfuckers, but I'm sure they do.
They exist.
But I think that some guys would be like, well, shit, my dad said I need a woman, so let me go ahead and get this old skeezer.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Just to check the block, you know what I mean? And and I was like, it ain't no block checking, bro. Either you're compatible, or you're not. Like, don't do just because. Again, back to this new generation. That's where these kids get it right, man. They just here, bro. They don't care. These mugs, you be like, God, dog.
I watched it like some of the TikToks or like on Instagram, and they're like this generation, if the job ain't hitting, I'm out. Like they're not gonna sit there
30 years at a
they're not looking for careers. They're not looking for careers. They're looking for moments.
Right.
Bruh, I got a partner. I love him to death, man. Shout out to my boy. I ain't gonna say his name on the pod because I want him on the show. But super smart, super intelligent, man. He's my business partner as well. All right, because I recognize the intelligence in this young man and what he brought to the table. But if he ain't vibing with the spot, bro, he don't like me. I'll be like, let me suck this shit up. It ain't that bad. Just because I'm a traditionalist in a sense. Bro, he's 26. He just turned 26. He like, fuck that. My time is better well spent somewhere else. He don't give a fuck.
They're really
like,
this generation is really in the pursuit of happiness.
Yeah. But you know what? And I think on a historical standpoint, think about Big Mama. She put up with granddad's shit. She knew that motherfucker was creeping down to the juke joint. But it was taboo to get a divorce in that time. So she shut her mouth. I'm sorry?
And the resources, like,
yeah,
how was she gonna have?
He couldn't afford to lead this motherfucker because he was providing everything.
Right. Women needed to pay for a lot.
These kids ain't built like that, bro. Yeah. These kids today, them motherfucker. You wake up on Tuesday, you might have went to sleep. Married on Monday, motherfucker. You woke up. But and again, because people, and I say this, man, and I say this with in wholeheartedness, right? We act as though life is like it's a warm up. Like this is a trial run.
Right.
It's
I
not a
gotta go through this trepidation to get to the next.
Yeah, no. There's no motherfucker. This is it. It's one and done, bro. This ain't no motherfucking attaboy and you fly. So you've been out there, bro. You see how hard, like a boxer. You've been out in the first round. You see how hard he hitting, bro. You know, would you make your adjustments? No. The life is one round.
I think some of our generation and definitely the generations before us were willing to sacrifice self in the name of the relationship.
Ooh.
You know what I'm saying? Where this new generation is not like that.
Ryan, I told you that boy had bars, didn't I?
And when you walk around in your truth and you know your value, you learn not to accept less. Like you said, you're dead. If I you go, you're not playing no games.
Right.
I'm
How
not.
they say it, girl?
You know,
He definitely getting poetic. He's definitely,
You know what, Ryan? Listen, trust. When he been sipping, I can't even get it out. When he been sipping, the brother get deep. He gets motherfucking Atlantic Ocean on me, man. I'd be like, where was this shit in the early part of the show? That's heavy, bro.
I think people got to stop, for one, sacrificing themselves, and that's why I like the idea of y'all living together but living in separate rooms, because you're not losing who you are, you're not losing your personality. You're just bringing in the love from the other person.
Absolutely,
and making a home out of it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I'm telling you, there's a partner out there that prescribes to that.
Yeah.
Because guess what? I'm being a married man, been married 14 years. Sometimes I do that subconsciously.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? Just from like, fuck, I gotta.
Right, because there is a need for it.
Yeah.
But incorporating it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, for me,
I know my wife does more
all day, but like, and I mean, like I said, you can stay with me, well, I can stay with you. Like,
ooh, come on, man.
Yeah. Tuesday through Wednesday, we going to your house. You know what I'm saying? Friday, Saturday, we go to my house.
That keeps shit fresh, though.
Hey, we lost you again, Ryan. We lost you again. Go ahead.
You must got Cable America over there. What you?
I got Cox. I just paid them people. And I'm looking and trying to see if it's thundering or lightning, but I don't know.
Oh yeah. Was that storm that Elma? What's over there?
Elsa.
It thundered a little bit earlier, bro.
Elsa, the girl from
Frozen.
Yeah, y'all got that Frozen girl over there.
Go ahead. Could you repeat what you were saying? Because we missed it.
I was saying, like when a woman is on her monthly or on her cycle, want to get on the heating pad and stretch out, you know what I'm saying? I love you, but maybe you should stay, in your bed, like so I can stretch out, and if she wants you to come in there and rub on her stomach, she'll tell you.
I'm like, girl.
Automatically, want to cuddle and all that, and I got all this going on down here, like.
But you.
The reason I like what you're saying is because it makes the person value your time.
And value your space and your boundaries. Don't think that you can come in my space and my boundaries because I'm your woman. I'm your wife. No. Like,
but
I'm not your property. You can't.
That's the right person. I'm telling you, because a weak dude will flip that to self-doubt. Maybe she don't like me that much.
Right.
A confident motherfucker be like,
right? You know what I'm saying?
She doing her Wednesday shit, nigga. I'm good. You know what I'm saying? Like that's what OGs do. Wednesday night is wing night down at the bar anyway, so she needed her time.
I think everybody needs that. Like,
OGs would be like, man, that's what mama doing. Mm-hmm. And he can do that.
Go fish.
Yeah. OG, a self-confident dude, can respect the time that you need and not feel as if he's been put on the back burner. And still can go out. He can go. Yes, he can go out anywhere and do anything, and be like, you know what? At the end of the day, I'm not compromising with this beautiful queen I got at home.
Exactly.
because he's self-aware and he understands the value collectively what y'all got. See what I'm
Right.
saying? Most dudes would be like, "Oh man, you want to be? I'm gonna go out here. I'm gonna go find me one of these old
Right.
skis, yeah, and do some more." No, OGs, real men, they don't prescribe to that, bro. They be like, you know what, shit, hey, mama need a time. I wanted to go out with Jerome and them anyway, so
Right.
I'm
Whether
trying to
that's
see,
whether that's y'all
yeah,
going to somebody's house and y'all just chopping it up at the fire pit,
bro. Real,
like
I
whatever.
go, I go out with my homies right now. I swear, bro, it's like, um, I hang out with older dudes too. Everybody's 45, 48. I'm 39, right?
Right.
And it's like, we're gonna drink these drinks, we're gonna smoke these cigars, we're gonna talk about how to get this money. Now it might take the 2 in the morning, but I guarantee you that's all we did. We
Yep.
sat in one spot. We drank for free because the homie owned the bar, and we back at the spot. And my queen is right there. She got her time. These kids been in the bed, and everything is. That's what it is.
Yeah, it's a balance. And picking up on those, whether they be verbal cues or non-verbal, or what I'm saying. I mean, I'm sure by now, you all can read their energy. Like, oh nah, I'm gonna just go ahead on and text them now. Like,
Man, look. So I'm gonna say this word real quick. It ain't gonna hold y'all up. A woman has the power to change your day.
Yep.
So I used to call home midday a lot. Hey, honey, how's everything going? And I learned to stop doing that. And here's why. Because if my wife day is going fucked up at home
Ooh.
and she transfer that shit to me and I'm at work, bro, the rest of my day is shot. I get shit done.
Yep.
Mhm.
That's that transference, right? That power that she has. Because what I'm doing, I'm internalizing, right? What I could potentially face when I get to the house.
Yep.
So to me, like if it's bad enough for her to call me, then it's bad. But I don't want to give you no lunchtime vent. You know what I mean? Because
Right.
it's gonna affect my day, and there are people relying on my performance. You feel me?
Right.
And so I learned to do that, Ben. But I always thought to myself, I was like, wow, I was having a great day at work. I was crushing it. I was that dude for like the first 4 hours,
Right.
and you just brought me down a notch. Not and not in a bad
Not
way.
even intentionally or maliciously, but you just
Yeah,
aware
Right.
that, damn, I feel drained. You know what I'm saying? Just after a
yeah.
phone call. You know what I'm saying? And hopefully, and I'm sure, there's a level of understanding there, but
Mm-hmm.
some people can internalize that as, you're not supporting me. You're not being, and it's like, hey, bro, this is your thing. Like, not saying that I'm, not supportive of you in any way, but you had a bad day. I didn't.
Yeah,
So,
my day was fucking awesome. You should have saw me today, girl. I was the fucking man. What are you talking?
right.
I think um people, we talk about filling each other cups
Mm,
and what I'm saying, energizing each other. And I think some people think they always got to include their significant other in that.
Right.
But you need to have your own time
Right.
because
mm.
maybe that battery is low for you also.
Come on
Right.
now.
You know what I'm saying? The relationship battery. So you need to charge that battery. Give me time to miss you.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like, and just remember who I am. Like, oh, I do like going golfing. I do like fishing. I do like reading books, just sitting by the lake or what I'm saying, like
And I love
in
to
the
see.
backyard, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Like, I do like that stuff.
Those are the relationships that I admire. You know what I'm saying? Like, I
Yeah.
don't, not the oh, I gotta, making it feel like it's a job or a chore, or what I'm saying, like, that don't look appealing. Like, I want to still be who I am and they be who they are, and we just coexist.
I'm trying to send my wife to Essence Fest. You know what I'm saying? You
Yeah,
go
you
have
can,
fun.
you can send me.
You stupid.
No,
You
I've
go
been
have fun.
Hey, boo.
man, oh man.
You go meet your friends there. Y'all have fun because I know that recharge is important. You know what I'm
Hey,
saying?
Right.
send
Yeah.
me, bro. Hey,
And I'm not
boo.
doing it so because I want to do something nefarious. I'm just like, yo, I just want you to
The
charge
ratio
your
of
batteries.
men to women,
Bro, I
we
I
were
tell my wife
standing
all the
in
time.
man. Like, and these guys walked up and like literally just offered to pay for this group of women, their food, and they just hop line. Like, men have that much influence because
Mm.
many. I mean, it's flooded. Like, it's a beauty to see. But yeah, it's definitely, and I
Mm.
think it's just again freedom. That's what it goes back to. You know what I'm saying? Being in a different place, being around different people, like, like it. Yeah, yeah.
Experience something.
That's the human experience, right? We're not meant to be, exclusively in these particular bubbles.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Even if you're taken or what have you, you still have to socialize, and you still need
Right.
that mental break, man. 100%, guys.
And coworkers aren't enough. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like for us, like you're kind of in the same situation, Eric, because it's just you and your family there. You know what I'm saying? You don't have
yeah,
any other family in the area.
right,
You know what I'm saying? You gotta like literally take trips.
bro.
You know?
I gotta gas up the old Dodge, man.
Yeah.
You listen,
So it's
like,
like
bruh.
people don't understand how important that is.
Yeah, yeah. Now, 100%, bro. It is, and again, it's it's part of the life experience, man. It's living and loving, learning, and respecting
Yeah.
everybody's position, man. Because shit, that's what. Like I swear, I operate, Ryan. I operate in a blissful state of existence
Right.
right now. I'm at the point, I was having this conversation with my 13-year-old. I tried to tell him about it. He looked at me like I had a dick on my forehead, right? And so, but I said, son, you have to operate in a space where you're so confident that it don't matter. If somebody says 2 + 2 is 7, you're like, you're fucking right, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
That's it.
whatever.
That's
Like
it.
that's your point of view, man. That's your you're right. Like
Like, and
I
if you
don't I don't I don't have the time. I don't have the mental bandwidth to 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 put my energy in another person's hard drive right now. I just
Oh
don't.
man.
Yeah,
I
absolutely.
don't, bro.
Somebody had posted, like the other day on Facebook, like, should I address something with this person or just walk away? And it's like, we get 24 hours in a day. Most people work 7, 8, work,
Mm.
whatever that is considered. I like to sleep at least 8 hours.
And then you gotta drive home most times like
The
two.
rest of the time that I got, I'm gonna be going back and forth with somebody on how to interact with me, how to treat me. Like, absolutely not. Nah. Mm-mm.
Hey, for real, for real. I'm gonna say this real quick on an administrative side note. We're gonna drop this relationship part first, real.
Okay.
'Cause I think it's fire. Um, Beautiful change of pace in the show. I love it. I think that it'll land masterfully, bro. Like real talk. So I just want to put it out there. So I'm gonna cut it and put the second part first, and then vice versa, man. But
Okay.
thank you, Queen Ryan. Thank you so
I
much for.
had fun. Thank you all.
Oh
Appreciate
man,
it.
thank you for
Come
blessing
on.
us with your presence on this joint,
Showing your
man.
power, your glow. I like that. I like
Yeah,
Thank you.
and oh man, let's please you have an open seat.
Oh, I
It
appreciate
don't need to be, hey, am I invited back? Like, no, what time you fuckers going on?
Exactly.
it. Warm up a bit, like when we first got on, I was like, holy shit, we're recording.
but and you know
But
what's
I know
funny?
how I am, like, once you know,
After all this time, I swear our second half of shows are far better than the beginning.
okay.
And because I think we operate in the space, and obviously still being live and still recording right now, is that the Tinted Reality show, we don't have that, hey, we're going to talk about X, Y, and Z, because I
Right.
think prepared statements, you don't get person's visceral reactions to things.
Right.
And so, like, when you hit us with questions right there on the spot, you get our initial gut reactions. And I think that makes for great radio. I think that makes for a great podcast, and so on and so forth. Now, that's not saying that we can't be educated and think about, what I mean, our positions can evolve over time or what have you. But I think just for the sake of creativity and content creation. It's masterful, man. So I appreciate every single second you gave us today.
No problem. I appreciate it. Thank you for having me and being patient with me.
Come on now.
Yeah. So I mean,
Nah, man. I'm telling you, hey, open seat at the table. We'll be on next Friday. We expect to see your face. You know what I'm
okay.
saying? Real talk.
Alrighty.
We always do parting words on the Tinted Reality Show. So if you have any parting wisdom that you would love to bestow upon the people out there in the social sphere, by
Or,
all means, please do so, Queen.
or if you want me to go first, so you can have
Or yeah, you
time.
want Rio to
Yeah,
go first?
you can go
It's hard.
first.
It's hard to talk behind Rio, man, because he always dropping some dimes and shit.
I honestly, I just want people to stop thinking about us and think about me, because your mental health and your 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 value of life. I'm missing words right now, but the
It's
value
there.
of your life, you know what I'm saying? The quality of your life is very important.
Absolutely.
Don't miss golden opportunities to play in the mud.
Wait.
Mm, okay. You heard? What is?
Yeah, so I promise I don't be thinking about none of this before the episode start. Like this is all good.
You see what I got to deal with, Ryan? You see what I'm working with over here? He be dropping the gems at the last minute, man.
Oh man.
Oh man, what you got, Queen? What you got?
For me, in my experience, for the last 4 or 5 years, I'll say it always comes back to you. Knowledge is all.
Mhm.
Everything else fall into place. Like you said, if you hear somebody saying 2 plus 2 equals 7, it does. Like, if that's it in your mind, if that's your story, you tell it that way. Like, I can't lose sleep over that. I can't, if we all have knowledge of self, like, the world will be a much peaceful place. Much peaceful. Like,
Yep.
conflict and, it all starts with you.
Wow.
Beautiful.
So this whole time I was wondering what we were going to name this show. I think we got it. It's gonna be knowledge
Yeah.
of self.
Literally just got it.
Knowledge of self, man. Because to preach after the preacher, right? That's how. that's what it is, man. And
Got
so
double.
much. Yeah, real talk, right? And I will leave you these parting words that there's so much freedom in that.
Absolutely.
And it's up to you to decide where you're going to spend that time and that freedom, because a lot of people would never get to the person they're supposed to be because they're too busy focusing on holding on to the person they were before. And knowledge of self is that X factor. It is that freedom. It is that catalyst to a better you. It is that catalyst to a better tomorrow, and it's meant to catapult you into the individual that you're supposed to become. So, with that shit said,
Now I got one more.
Oh, I'm flag on the play. Flag
To
on the
my
play.
mind, I'm gonna have to put it on the t-shirt.
Talk your stuff, Rio.
Freedom is not financial, it's mental. So you can have all the money in the world
Right.
and really never be free.
Right.
Find your freedom.
Absolutely.
I think it was Bob Marley who said, "Emancipate yourself from mental slavery."
Come on now. Yeah.
Bars.
That's where it starts. But
Bars. Well, in the meantime, in between time, everybody, live, love, life, y'all.
Peace.
Peace.
good night.